What's up, y'all? Tyler Choate, girls basketball coach at Evansville North High School. I want to talk to you guys about purposeful practice today. These are some things that we've done that we found that's helped our program quite a bit the last few years. The number one thing that we want our players and our staff members to know is exactly what to expect. So we try to set up our practice the same way every day. So the format is the same. Of course, the drills are different, but the overall foundation of those is the same. So we're going to have our practice plan posted for our players to see on a daily basis. On that practice plan, you're going to see the color that they're supposed to be in on that day, and things could change. We don't always split it up where our varsity's on the same team, JV's on a different team. We do try to mix it up to try to see what different players bring to the table depending on the time of the year. Of course, later in the year, we try to just stick with who we feel is our core players. Once the practice gets flowing, we're going to start with individual skill work. Now, me personally, this is where me as the head coach tries to spend some time with our freshman players. So we'll split them up into three groups. So our JV and varsity guards will go with an assistant coach. Our JV and varsity post players will go with a different assistant coach. And then I'll spend some time with our freshman players. Our assistant coaches are in charge of improving those skill sets, and we do this on a daily basis. Beginning of the year all the way to the end of the year, we want to focus on basic skill development for about 15-20 minutes every day of every practice. And then everybody in the country is going to kind of transition into some sort of team defense, team offense, or a shooting drill, something like that, that we all do. One thing that we have found that's been beneficial for us as a coaching staff is to sit down in the preseason and try to decide what is our fundamentals that year. What are we trying to get out of our offense or defensive schemes? And we'll try to find 5 to 8, maybe 10 drills that we feel like fit in with that scheme. And we will use those same 5 to 8 drills throughout the entire year. The point of that is so our girls know exactly what to expect. So when I call a name of a drill, they can get right into the drill without us having to spend any practice time explaining how to do the drill. We want them to already know how to do the drill, and we're going to spend the time teaching them and making specific corrections on how to improve their skill set or to improve our team defense or our shooting or whatever we might be working on for that particular day. One thing that's unique to us is during that entire time, we're going to play music over the loudspeaker. So we try to keep our girls engaged, but we also are working on kind of blocking out distractions and being focused on what's in front of you. And we feel like that the music kind of brings both of those. At that point, we go into where we're getting up and down the floor. So again, all of us are doing some sort of scrimmage, a 4-on-4 or a 5-on-5, where we're doing 4-minute quarters, whatever it might be, we all do that. But some of the things that really helped us this past year, we stole from the head coach at Xavier, who is Travis Steele. And I'm going to show you some clips in just a second of our practice, and you can kind of get a visual of those. But one of them is a turnover table. So on the table, you can see a visual of 3 colored basketballs for each team, green team and white team. If one of those teams turns the ball over, we'll have one of our managers take the ball off of the table and put it in a trash bin. If you lose all 3 of those balls in a particular quarter or particular drill, we will stop the practice, and that team that lost all 3 balls will have to do some sort of running, whatever we determine that is at the beginning of practice. Another thing that we use is what we call a championship chart. Again, you're going to see a clip of that. We use like a portable dry erase board. On one side of it is our practice plan, and the side that the girls can see is going to be the championship chart. You guys are going to get a visual of that in just a second. Okay, for our point system, the girls will get +1 for a paint touch that's on a drive or a pass, and they will get +1 for an offensive board. We would take 1 away for a turnover or a missed box out. You're also going to see at the lower part of your screen the turnover table that we talked about previously. So in this clip, as our varsity team in green tries to break the press, Kaylee, who's in the middle, turns the ball over. So she's going to get a -1 on the chart. You'll see our assistant coach turn around and mark it. She'll also lose the ball for the green team. You'll see the girl put the ball in the trash bin. In this clip, there's a lot that's going on. So we get an offensive board, which would be a +1 for Joyner. You're also going to get a -1 for a JV player. Joyner gets a paint touch, which would be a +1. We get another offensive board. It's kind of a scramble. Neighbors gets the offensive board. So you can see there's a lot of things that the assistant coach has to kind of keep track of. I want to thank Coach Allington for having me on, and Feel for the Game for all you guys are doing to grow this great game of basketball.